welcome to our first episode of Life is Short, but We're Shorter. I'm Bellaborn.
I'm Sofia Yasnich. And
And-
today, and today we are going to just be introducing ourselves and our podcast and just what our title means, what the name of our podcast means, because it's funny, but it's got some deeper level meaning to it. So we're going to hear Bella's opinions first about our title.
Okay, so first of all, we are actually both short, but which is the funny part of it. But the meaning behind it for me was kind of the life is short because I feel like nowadays like there's so many like topics that go on in like our world and nobody like talks about them. And something for me this year that I've been like really working on is like doing things that maybe I would hold back on. So like if I was scared to be judged by something, like I wouldn't do it or something like that. So I want like the podcast to kind of be about like advice or talking about conversations that maybe everyone struggles with but nobody chooses to talk about. So that's kind of my take on it.
Yeah, I definitely like that. Also, side note, I am actually quarantined right now, so this won't be our typical podcast style. We're probably going to make it a video. But anyway, back to Life's Short, but We're Shorter. It's definitely going to try to aim to be a safe space for people, because we're human and life is short, so why hold back on things, especially in today's times? Like, you take for, like, being quarantined, you take for granted literally just being able to leave your house and see people. And this is my second time this year getting sent home, which sucks, but it definitely changed my perspective just on life because, yeah, school can be a bore and it could be hard to wake up in the morning to go to it, but at the end of the day, it's so lucky to be able to get up and just go and see everybody instead of getting cabin fever in your own home.
Yeah, definitely not the ideal school situation to be doing.
Not at all.
Yeah, I'm so over doing school at home. So thankfully, at least we are back this year in school. And thankfully, knock on wood, I have not been quarantined and hopefully won't be. So.
Yeah, thankfully, fortunately, I have not yet to get COVID, knock on wood. But, we're not going to talk about COVID in this podcast because
we're not.
It's been taking a toll on everybody, and there's more to our high school and more to our lives than COVID. Yeah, it's prevalent,
exactly.
Especially with the new variant. But life is short, man.
It is.
To be spending it, talking about COVID when it's in the news. If you want to talk about it, you can go watch the news.
Of course. There's plenty of those, but we're different people. We don't talk about COVID.
Yeah, anyway, back on to our main topic of today's episode. We are going to just get into what to look forward to if we do get listeners to this. And
yeah, hopefully.
We might have to do it anyway, with or without. But we're just going to be, like Bella said, hoping to have guests on this to share stories, to share experiences, just to kind of normalize everything that's going on right now. We need somebody to talk to. We need an outlet, whether it's through jokes or serious, because we want this to be lighthearted, but we're also going to take into consideration what's being told and what we're talking about in a respectful manner. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually really excited. I hope we do get listeners because, like, this year I've started for sure listening to more podcasts. I've always been interested in them, but never really taken the time to, like, listen to them And this year, I think it has helped because when you hear like someone going through something similar that maybe you have gone through or are going through, it almost makes the situation like okay to go through because you're like, okay, I'm not the only one. There's obviously people who are dealing with similar things, or it could be inspiring, like to you or someone else to kind of be your best self and to not believe that you're alone in anything. So we have like mixes of happy things, but also some more serious things. I definitely like to joke about things, but also keep it serious when necessary.
Yeah, totally. Like, it's just gonna be that place for people to escape, to just relate and just to have that person or persons in this situation to just, like Bella said, listen to know that these things, that whatever we're talking about, it's not just you going through it, it's not just you experiencing, it's a lot of people. And we just want to be that breakaway from all your stress and hopefully guiding words to help people in some shape or form. Yeah.
For sure. I would love, honestly, as an episode idea, to do like a funny one, sort of like embarrassing stories, because I think that's very fun to hear
We
about
should we
other
should make
people's
a Twitter or
experiences.
like an Instagram page.
Yes. So either like bring someone on to your one, or like a couple people, or even just to like make a Twitter page, like Sophie
Do you guys see
said,
that car in the back?
and read them.
Yeah, there can be anonymity in this, or if you want your name and possibly face out there, even
Of
better.
course.
I'm definitely excited to get this thing started because I started listening to podcasts around the same time as Bella probably, and it's nice being able to hear things from somebody else's perspective, and they could be really funny. And oh man, really off topic, back to the whole title thing. You know what made No, you know where we got it from? It was actually because that was your private story name.
No, wait.
And the first
I
time we
actually
did
remember that.
an episode together, you put me on it, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever because we are short. There's no denying it. I mean, like, I'm like 5'1" on a good day.
Exactly. With the right shoes.
With the right platform shoes, I can be as tall as I hope to be. So.
Exactly. But no, I honestly have full confidence that I'm 5 foot, and I won't let anyone tell me that I'm 4'11" because I know I am 5 foot, and I'm proud of it. I honestly have no shame.
On my measuring scale, I am 5'5".
That is so funny. No, and I actually remember talking about this in class and just throwing it out as like a funny idea, but yet here we are actually doing our first episode, which is kind of cool.
We're making our dreams a reality.
We totally are. And I feel like it's fun as well because me and Soph like have different experiences ourselves. We're both like in different grades obviously and have like different hobbies
and different perspectives too, almost. I think that could be really interesting because here I am on my last year getting ready to leave high school, and Bella's still, you're pretty fresh into it.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be really cool. And just, this was nerve-wracking for us to start this podcast. We've never done anything like it, and it's just like what we're all about is trying new things and doing the uncomfortable, because why, like, I always wanted to make a podcast, and this just gave me a reason to. So
exactly. So have I. I really have like wanted to make one, but it was like, when's the right time? Like, oh, maybe I will after college. But yeah, here I am, sophomore in high school, starting it.
Exactly, that whole mentality of, oh, I'll do it. I'll do it eventually. No, I won't do it now. Like, you do it now.
Yeah, exactly. Which kind of relates to our topic, I feel like, because life is short. Like, don't wait till tomorrow to, like, maybe go give a friend a coffee because you feel like it, or, like, tell everyone you love them. That's definitely, like, sounds so cheesy, but I've definitely started to do that. Like, that could be the last time you come encounter with someone. There's no day that is guaranteed,
Yeah,
and no experience that's
tomorrow
guaranteed.
isn't guaranteed. You gotta flip that mindset, and it's hard. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Somebody who's
Mm-hmm.
struggled and is still struggling with mental health and all of that. But it's just the
Exactly.
small things. Like if you're changing one thing in your day, that's all that matters. Use that as
Yes.
progress and motivation to keep doing those things that are outside your comfort zone and to do things that might excite you, but you're not sure how people are going to take it. Because at the end of the day, it is your life. Like, what other people think and say about it is a reflection on them and not on you whatsoever. It's completely your life, and if as long as it's making you happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think that is like very important. Like at the end of the day, you have to do things for yourself and not always worry about the opinions of others. Like if I felt like going out on like a Friday night, but then didn't feel like it the next week because maybe I wanted to hang out with my family instead, I definitely think I would be like, oh, people are gonna judge me for that. But at the end of the day, like, family's family, and yeah, I'm gonna grow these relationships with everyone in high school. But I mean, you just gotta do things
Yeah.
sometimes for yourself. I feel like,
And the thing is, too, it's like you don't owe an explanation to anybody. If it's serving you well and if it's helping you, it doesn't matter. Because the people who really are in your life for a reason don't need you to constantly tell them, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this with you, I'm going to do it. Like, they know. Because your actions will speak for that. And they'll also know when you need to take a step back and, like, I haven't seen my family in a while. Let me go hang out with them on a weekend. Like you said, it's completely up to you. It's not, you shouldn't be doing what other people want you to do.
yeah,
Oof.
100. I agree.
So serious. We really just flipped the switch on that one.
We did, honestly, but no, we gotta include both. Like sometimes I feel like, yeah, being serious can be uncomfortable, but it almost like feels good at the same
There's
time. So
excitement and uncomfortable in my opinion. There's excitement in the unknown.
yeah,
That's one disclaimer. We have no idea what's gonna happen in each episode. Like we can have an idea of what we're gonna talk about. We might start with that, but
but go somewhere else.
anything will go in this podcast. Literally anything. We'll have try to keep a general idea, but expect the unexpected.
Yes, there might be different things showing up or in surprises.
Totally.
Well, I think we introduced our podcast very well, and hopefully, we got a lot of listeners to
Hopefully, our
come back.
producers and editors they're on board with this.
Yeah, for real. I think we're gonna have something good going here. But I definitely would say if there's any like listeners who have a subject or like a topic that they want to hear in the podcast, to reach out somehow through social media, email, text, anything to give us ideas.
You guys could probably tell if not. Like, we are kind of uncomfortable right now. We didn't really know what to expect with this and how to go about it. Like I said, it's the small things, and we're gonna get better at it. We're gonna learn from this. And that's all life is. Life is short, so learn from things. Learn from your experiences. Learn from others. Help each other learn. Because even though we are short, life is shorter.
Exactly.
Boom, mic drop.
Yes, that was exactly it. Right on.
All right, that concludes today's episode.
Yep, don't forget to come back for the next one.
Hope to have you guys come back and listen. This was fun, and we shall see you next time. Bye.
Bye.